Hey guys, back with another Echoing Thoughts podcast here, episode number 31. And we actually had another guest. 718 came back for the second straight week, just a chat anniversary. We talked about Kana, we talked about Legion, we talked about kind of our thought process, our excitement leading up to it, what we thought about it, our true thoughts. Did we like it? Did we not? We talked about fashion story. We talked about pretty much everything, right? In the entire patch notes, we went through it all. We just chatted. Just a great conversation as always. He's very, insightful. Very, he knows his stuff. And he gave a lot of good points that I didn't even think about. So definitely want to stick around for this entire podcast. And again, thank you to him for showing up. He stays up late, hang out with me. Excited. I hope you guys are excited. Initially, I didn't think anniversary was all that great. Right. I guess my expectations were so high with how great previous patches were. When it wasn't Adele, I thought it was going to be Kana. Then I heard it was going to be Kana and Hayato. And then I heard Legion updates, thinking it was going to be 3 mil cap compared to, matching what Korean Maplestory had. We only got 750 up to 1.5 mil. I guess I was a little hopeful when the patch notes came out, thinking maybe there'd be Damien changes, bug fixes here and there. But overall, now that I've kind of talked it through with him, he really kind of grounded me, making me just appreciate what we got, right? Anniversary, beautiful class, beautiful animations, graphics, the login screen, the new icon, the app icon is just amazing, beautiful to look at, just a, great class overall, that they really surrounded the anniversary around, right? Previously it was Kinesis. I forget what it was before that, but Kana, great choice. My opinion, great choice. They advertised it great. They had teaser videos. They had things about it. And they still threw in max damage cap. They still threw in V3, obviously, previously in June. They gave that to us early. They gave us a ton of events, a lot of free stuff. Play the game, right? Play alts. Take advantage of them. 100% scrolls are out there. We don't get that often. So appreciate that. Appreciate what they're doing because, I certainly have a greater appreciation for what they've been doing. The devs have been doing, there's always room for improvement, but kind of when you step back, think about it, there's a lot of great things to enjoy about the game. And so hope you guys enjoy this conversation with 718. Just an awesome time. We just chatted pretty much for an hour. Really just chit chatting. So thanks again. Here's the pod conversation with him. We got 718 back this time. He was on the pod last week. Got to see his face this time. Throwing back to the old, streaming days. He got the setup going. He got the nice room. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me again. This time with a webcam.
Webcam. Second person. Second guest to have webcam. So thank you. It's got to be those. He was all ready to go. The streamer in him. But yeah, I really appreciate you being here. It's kind of a big pod with anniversary update. Kind of today is the drop, right? Today is July 26th, and we're recording pretty much 1 hour, maybe 2 hours after the game went live for us. So before we kind of talk about that, we wanted to talk about the expectations leading up to this podcast, leading up to this anniversary. It felt like, anniversary is always the big update, right? Kind of something we always look forward to. And for me, when they released V3 early or late June, that was pretty much a week earlier than what we expected, right? That was new. And my thought process was, wow, that kind of means that they're leading, they have a big update for anniversary. They wanted to get the V3 out early, allow themselves, entire month basically to work on anniversary. And then when it kind of dropped, for me, it was kind of anticlimactic. What was your thoughts?
I'll be honest. I wasn't expecting much for the actual anniversary. When V3 dropped, I thought that was it. That's all we're gonna get because it was so hyped to get the V3 skills and the Arcana, new level cap, and all that. I thought we're not getting anything else, and then they just kept doing advertisements. We thought we were gonna get Adele. We didn't get Adele. A lot of people sad, but a lot of people hyped for Kana. I think Kana saved the anniversary. I don't want to say saved. it just gave them something to post on the advertisements on the page and then the patch notes. Because if there was no Kana, there's no anniversary event because everything's revolving around her, like with cosmetics and stuff along those lines. And I was not expecting max damage cap from Legion, so I am happy about that. But again, aside from Legion cap, it's all Kana, so it's not something that I was surprised about for an anniversary event. We should have gotten like Radiant Stones that we've been waiting for 3 years. Ever since Necros and Androids came out, we haven't gotten those again. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, the big surprise was, Kana, right? That dropped about, I think 2 weeks ago, as an early teaser. So, that was a huge surprise for everyone. Like you said, Adele was the expectation. And, Kana is honestly, it's an awesome class. Like just like you were talking about, the ads, the teaser videos, the aesthetic, like even like the new screen, the new login screen type of thing, that new background is pretty.
Yeah, cool. Kana's just aesthetically pleasing all around, both skills and the ads, everything.
Yeah,
I love her.
Yeah, so I definitely understand kind of surrounding the anniversary around it. I got to play it a little bit here, just as an alt, and it's, I mean, just the skills that they have. They don't have the mobbing skill, right? But they have the EXP. It's nice. It's 100% uptime.
The totem.
Yeah, it's like 30 second cooldown, so it's up the whole time, 10%, and that's nice to have. They have good kind of AOE passive, kind of summon skills as well, and they have a whole
DPS skill.
Yeah. So they seem pretty fun. Obviously the animations, the aesthetic part is what they're known for. But I want to talk about, what was, I guess you kind of touched on it a little bit, but when you saw the patch notes initially, right? You said, you were surprised by max damage cap, the Legion, that was kind of found true maybe yesterday or in the patch notes today. And then Kana, what was your biggest takeaway from once you read the patch notes?
I'll be honest, my biggest takeaway was fashion story. when I saw those Kana style pulls items, I'm like,
yeah,
oh, they're so nice. But on a serious note, the Legion effects, although I'll be honest, the last one, which is 9600,
yeah,
they should have given us like FD or ignore something
way better, right?
Like, it's just slapping players on the face.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they didn't put it for max damage cap, and it's a little bit under that. So, for all the noobs that don't really do ults, it'll be a breather, but they should have given something else and not magic attack and physical attack. It's like they didn't really think it through because they're like, who has 9600 anyways?
Yeah.
3 people. They'll be fine.
I know. That feels so like underwhelming, right? Like, it's like having like a set bonus or something, like a necro set bonus, and like the 7 set or the 5 set is worse than the 3 set, and that's kind of, and then that's way worse, exactly. Right? Cap is king, and 8200 feels, we saw that number. I think when I heard about the Legion numbers, right? I think KMSM their peak was 5500, and they were at, they're getting 3 mil accumulated at 5500 Legion. I was hoping for that, but not surprised that it's, it's much less. A little surprised that 8200 was, having kind of that number you have to reach to get maximum value. But like you said, I think it's
not as max.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I was looking at the rankings, and as of yesterday, only 9 people in our server had 8200 plus. So, a lot of people are going to be able to benefit from it. Yeah. But I think that's good, right? I think it's something like you're saying, it's like a different, it's a different play style, a different part of the game, right? It's for people that,
it's going to move the economy as well. People are going to start selling more Star Force items as well.
Exactly. Good point. Yeah. Yeah. I was talking to someone else about what they were going to do, and they're already like theory crafting how to get to SF 194 for their alts. The best way, to do all those things, and, cutting gear over just for the levels, right? They don't really care about.
I tip my hat off to those people that squeeze their brain cells trying to min max on that.
Yeah. But it's cool to see them like actually think about that stuff and not just like push it to the side, right? Like
it's nice getting this involvement with something besides auto battling, getting to the highest level possible. I mean, this is the same concept, but on different characters within the same account.
Yeah.
But still, I wish we could auto battle at least one character additionally under the same account. I already put in the feedback, but I feel like with the whole Legion system, it's something that could be feasible. Being allowed to auto battle at least one more character, so long as you have AB for it. But that's something that may never happen.
Yeah. It's kind of fascinating that like that balance between getting levels, like we talked about before, how important leveling is for symbols, for how it affects your damage, hyper stats, all those things, matrix points, and then getting your main to that level, but also now that balance of Legion. Right. If you don't do it, or some people are behind, or they didn't see the point of it, now they're catching up. Right. And now they're falling behind there. And I think it's nice for people to, another way for people to get cap, for people to get stats and play the game. Right. I think that's the beauty of Maplestory, right? All the different characters that they have, that they kind of promote and things like that. Right. They want us to play all these different characters and enjoy them and reach level 200 and get access to all the skills. This is incentivizing it, right?
I also think it's not necessarily a way for us to slow down on hitting the cap, but the whale's whale. Mm-hmm. I feel like players are reaching the max level a little bit too fast, and Nexon just can't keep up. Yeah. It's releasing content that's not even clearable yet, like Damien, because of some of the mechanics that you've spoken about on other podcasts. Mm. And I feel like this Legions, I mean, we know the Legion exists in PC Maple as well, but I feel like it's a way to like try and slow us down at least a little bit, enjoy the ride, level up the Legions while we also focus on our mains, maybe not as hardcore, but way to take a breather and enjoy it, play different classes as well.
That's a good point. It is, one of those things it's very time gated, right? You can't, there's like only so much time you can spend doing it. Like you still have to, I think, like we talked about before with alts, the best way to get EXP is through dailies, right? Playing the game, actually, right?
The new incorporation with the daily quest and evolution dungeon, dimension invasion. Yeah. Great ways to get EXP early on.
Just the daily missions, the daily quests. There's people have to play the game to maximize, to be efficient with it, and it kind of takes away, right? It takes away from the main. But I kind of like that, right? People are finding new ways to be efficient with their time, maximizing, min-maxing EXP. I've just dabbled with it, right? We've kind of talked about a little bit, but I think everyone's starting to ask those questions, and I think it's important. I wanted to. I was asking Kevy about it because he's one of those people that are 8200.
Golden,
dude. And I was like, I had to pick his brain. I'm trying to get him on a pod. I think I might get him next week. So I was like, dude, I got to get you on. I got to learn about how you did it.
What a crackhead does.
Yeah. So it's I think it's cool. Like, I know people wanted cap in a different way. You heard kind of feedback, people complaining about stuff like that. Maybe they wanted, base to be increased, or maybe they wanted, necros from level 40 to 50 increase cap. What were your thoughts on that? Or do you think Legion is the right way?
I think this was I don't know if it was a good or bad move, but I feel like it gets out of hand if they just keep updating gear and just base max damage cap, because then where does it stop? But, eventually I would like to have more base max damage cap, but I feel like this is a way to like min max more, just give players more opportunities to get max damage cap without having to like whale, because if they upgraded on like necros, not everyone is necros, if they did base by 3 mil more, not everyone's going to be able to hit that 3 mil more. Most are, in the end game, but some other players that are not fully geared or not. So squeezing it through these other means is a way to make everyone stronger in their own way. And I like the fact that it's taken away from people playing different accounts. Like, people still play different accounts, but at least now you focus more on your main account, because the way to get it stronger is Legion and working on everything you can within the same umbrella, under the same umbrella.
That's a good point. Yeah, thinking about like how much time you have to expend just playing your main account, kind of rewarding those people, right? That's a good point. I agree with you. Like it's kind of that healthy medium, right? It's not like free. It's not like just a free base cap, but it kind of rewards the people that have been playing for a long time, right? Playing all the different overtime, doing their ults and playing all the different characters. I think
efficiently, because for example, I've been playing since the game came out, but I have 4,700, so I'm not even like fully there yet. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to start being a responsible gamer and try to work on my ults, even though I don't like working on my ults because I burned out for multiple accounts. But
I just I was telling you, I just had to get my Kana to level up a little bit, like in 130 to get 5,500. So slow and steady, right? It's kind of just one of those things where you kind of just do it passively, get into a good routine with your ults, and maybe find the right amount of time spending on it.
Yeah, I agree. After you settle, like, you get the gear sorted, Starforce sorted, you just enter the routine and, you log in daily, do all the dailies for it. But the thing is taking the time to actually Starforce the gear, which actually does take a while.
Yeah. It gets pricey. It takes a while. I was, but
frustrating.
It's
breaking it so often. It's very frustrating. We're Starforcing last night and it would go down from 15 all the way to 9.
Dude.
Like, there is no way this should be happening.
Yeah.
I wish there was like an automatic function where you're like, you set up how much Starforce you want, at least up to like 15 or something, and you automate it. So you say you feed this amount of mesos, and if it fails, okay, I'll repair it, but just automate it, please.
Oh, I see.
It takes too long to work on those that way. But that's just to be more comfortable.
That's true.
I don't think it's something they're going to add.
Yeah, that's true. I like that. Good idea. You always got the good, the quality of life stuff,
Speaking of, I got debated this morning because I was sleeping. I was reading the patch notes. I thought we finally got custom buttons and binds for the screen, but it's just for the movement wheel. Yeah. It's better than nothing. Being able to customize something is better than nothing at all. But I thought we were going to be able to customize our skill wheel as well, placing different buttons or extra buttons when you're bossing, when you don't want to, or you can't switch to the second page, which makes it more delayed. But hey, they added the control customization. Maybe they'll add for the skill wheel in the future.
Did you get to dabble with the skill, the movement customization?
I mainly play on emulator when I seriously like do boss and stuff. So it's not something I want to touch because by default, the emulator registers my movement keys. So it's not something I want to touch. Maybe I'll try it on the phone.
Yeah.
There's something about like jumping and auto jumping through the ropes and stuff. So I'll test it out for sure. Cause I do like jumping jumping down platforms and ropes. So I want to see if it affects me at all.
Yeah. I know I was reading it a little bit. I didn't see anything. I think one of my biggest issues is when you're trying to go down like a platform and you end up like jumping up on accident. I don't think that solution was ever addressed, or I don't think that this solves that problem. But interesting, right? I don't know if I wonder if a lot of people complained about that, or that's something they just thought was important on their own. But I don't know if it helps some people.
Yeah, I've never seen the feedback for that specifically, but I think it's going to help people who play the game on like a bigger device, or they have bigger hands and they have a smaller device, so you can shrink it. So I mean, it's good. It's a nice quality of life in that sense,
Yeah, and you don't have to use it, right? So you
don't have to use it, correct?
Yeah. So that's good. I mean, one of those little things that you don't really think about until it's there, right? Use it. You don't have to use it. But let's take a break and then we'll come back. We'll kind of dive more into the patch notes, some other stuff.
Sure. Sounds good, man.
There you go. All right, we're back, and we're just going to go through the patch notes real quick, see if anything kind of jumps out at us, kind of skim through this. But the big thing, obviously, is Kana, first job skills. And this is something, kind of the main thing that we look at is doesn't really give us much information here. I think it's more about, you have to look in-game, see what the skill percentages are, see what the lines are, see what kind of stats they actually give. But usually most of these skills aren't important until fourth job. This Kishin right here, this is usually the one in PC, the old one where it increased the mobs, but instead it gives you EXP. Talked about it, gives you 10% for the party. I think for the party. And it's pretty much a 30-second uptime, 30-second cooldown, so 100% in auto battle. So that's a nice little perk. Fourth job, they have a lot of like summon skills. So this one, summon, a nice one that attacks. This Vanquisher charm is a hold on skill. You can move while you're attacking with it too. So it's like Phantom's Tempest, not Tempest, Phantom Blow, right?
Yeah, I feel like Kana's is gonna be doing I don't know if a lot of DPS through the summons, but that's their main source. Their main source, putting down summons, damage over time while they focus either on timing their AoEs, depending on whether or not there's damage reflect or not, and then their hold down skills, min-maxing that, which is it's a pretty fun class because it doesn't look like anything's forced, like any forced combos. You use it if you want to, and obviously you're gonna want to use it if you want to maximize DPS, but it doesn't feel like anything's being forced to use before being able to use something else afterwards. I'm just curious how good the mana situation is going to be, if it's going to be easy to keep up or not. The more you level up, the easier it is. Obviously, the higher level you get, the easier it is to stay with full gauge. I'm just worried that it might be affected in higher end content. Yeah,
I'm always curious because, I don't really deal with mana too much, but it seems as a mage, it seems kind of like a big deal a lot of the times. And like here, this buff, this doppelganger, it looks like a clone sort of type of thing. Remember, Kani uses mana, portion is shared with the Shigami charm. So I assume it does damage here. So interesting, right? Pretty cool. I think the animations are cool too. I was looking at it like if
rerolling was easier, I would do it. The Kana's really cool. The animations are just fantastic.
Yeah. I bet. Now we have one of our guildies rerolling from Bishop too, so we'll get to see.
We'll get to see it,
how that plays out, how they enjoy it. But yeah, it's definitely ult worthy. I think using the burning event, getting it to level 200 is definitely doable. If you kind of get to the right SF, take advantage of your dailies. I'll try to get it up as high as can, but always interested to see what it's like fourth job. That's kind of what bread and butter is.
The V skills look really, really crazy in a good way.
Yeah,
the huge summons as well.
Summon.
We have an Android version of that now with the Kana pulls. I want to see.
I saw that you could even I think it said you could trade via Richie those androids. Pretty interesting. So I didn't know that. Yeah, but yeah, it looks like V skill is summon, another big summon, another big summon. So yeah, can't wait to see anyone reroll to Kana, just to see what kind of DPS they're doing, just the animations, the rotation, things like that.
And like you said, we're blessed. One of our guildies is rerolling, and we also have a Sia, so we get to see a little bit of the end game of the latest two characters, which are new and unexpected. Because Kana, we weren't sure if we were going to get it or not, and Sia is a brand new character, so it's nice and exciting to see the future on these two characters specifically.
Yeah, excited. I always like to see, getting to level 200, if you're like a whale or re-rolling, just swapping gear over, it's really fast now, especially with the extended hot times they've been giving us. So that should be coming out probably next week, or next couple weeks.
About 3 weeks or so, you can get to 200 nowadays.
Yeah. And this is the Legion we were talking about here. Yeah. I mean, 8,200, that's going to be a grind for a lot of people. I'm sure I think a lot of people stopped at 6,700. Especially in our server, I was noticing, there's a big gap between like 8,200 and 6,700. People stopped here.
Yeah. That was like the line of like people that are actually focused on just their whole account, and people focused on their mains.
Yeah.
The people that are on their mains stopped at like 55 or 67. Yeah. Anything above that is just
they usually
crackhead like
their mains are usually lacking in levels. They kind of sacrifice in that sense. But yeah, we wish this 9600 was something like 4% physical attack. That's worse than.
It's biased. Like I said, I wish it would have been something different, but I don't mind it right now because I'm nowhere near 96. So I'm not gonna get FOMO trying to get to that because you need like 46 level 182s or something crazy like that. Yeah. I'm not gonna be getting that anytime soon.
Yeah. But that's the nice thing. Like they don't really have to touch Legion. They touched Legion once to upgrade this for an extra block earlier in the year, and then this again feels like kind of set for the next couple of years at least as far as upgrading this. But you never know. Maybe they'll just add. It's easy.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll double down on the cap in the future. We'll get 500K for 27 or so on and so forth.
Yeah,
but I feel like we'll get a natural cap before this gets touched again. Yeah. Legion effects.
That's true. This is at least another route that they can take, right? Instead of just base, instead of just.
Yeah, it's a door that can be opened. It's there.
Exactly. It's pretty nice. Major improvements, achievements, new stuff.
That's something that I expected to be able to collect as soon as I logged into the game, but I didn't see anything. So I'm guessing it's clears moving forward.
Yeah.
They don't show the rewards, so it's something that we're going to actually have to clear to see what we get for it.
Yeah. That's what I saw. I think as I was getting items, treasure boxes and stuff, the achievements kind of piled up a little bit. Just gold leaves for most of these. I'm not sure what it is at the Mythic and Chaos.
Which is nice because we know most of us already completed the first ones. Yeah. And it's something that doesn't really get renewed. So the fact that they removed most of it and they added new ones, it's just going to be an easier way for us to farm a little bit more resources for free over time.
Yep. Passively, it's always good just playing the game and getting rewarded like that. This is the control stuff we talked about. Interesting. Right, directional jumps, things like that. Previous versus change. It's all just going to be, double jumps. Essentially, is what they're doing.
I get a feeling it's also going to be like an attempt at a quality of life because sometimes when you're in the touchpad on the phone, sometimes you're registering both directional and down. Yep. So I think it's going to be a way of fixing errors, especially in like Lotus with lasers and platforms. Yeah, like this is kind of what a good point right there. This example where the game interprets it as a downward jump, diagonal maneuver, and the character ends up doing nothing, right? And that's kind of. And then we already know it's happened a lot in lasers. That happens a lot, right? So, or like, this one, they're trying to go up and they proceed to go jump downward. So I get it, right? It's there if you want to try it. Definitely. Might take a little bit of getting used to, but I'm sure it's going to help a lot of people. A lot of people benefit from it. This one's pretty cool. I like this. I'm always all for the shooting stars for the drop rate. Yeah. The red mezzos obviously previously were outdated. Pretty nothing. So it's nice that they give us anything differently. My question is if they remove the EXP because it's only shown red mesos and we were able to claim EXP before. So I hope it's not something that got removed entirely. Yeah, we'll have to see that moving forward. Events, a lot of them. Probably got to do all these after we finish this up. Not sure about if you can do them while the first one is the towel. I don't know if you could do it while ABing. Which one is it? The towel breaking one, the freeform training ground. That's the first one we're gonna have to be doing. Yeah. I just know we get cosmetics out of it. I don't know how soon we will, but we will. Yeah. So all these rewards are really nice. Main things kind of just look at, they always give. I actually like this bamboo sword. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like a style package that you should be buying, which is nice. Yeah. That's something they've done better over the years. Yeah. They've messed up on a lot of stuff, but Nexon at least has been improving on cosmetics, like free ones from events. They just keep getting better and better, which I love. Yeah. Even like the non like M label, the top tier ones are pretty nice too, right? So yeah, so that's pretty sweet. And then ends kind of 100% Exalt Stone. I'll take that.
anything 100%, restoration 100%. Yeah,
For those that messed up by accident or wanted to flex and forgot they didn't have the restoration scroll, now's your chance to fix your items. I'm wondering about the growth potion, exactly how much we're going to get. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a lot of EXP on the 5th anniversary growth elixir.
Yeah, they just say it's based on your level right here. It's,
it's probably going to be like 1%, but which is good, I guess.
If anything, yeah. Yeah, this one's nice too. It's kind of a choice box. 5th anniversary loot box. You get to choose a chaos. I don't even think I have
the chaos hub pocket.
The
from
what?
Hilla? The chaos pocket from Hilla. Yeah, the heart.
Oh yeah. I think it only says unique loot though for Hilla. But I think for like the chaos, the Empress one, the other one,
the Ifa ring.
No, from Sempress.
Okay.
Or is it the?
Yeah. I know which one you mean.
Yeah.
The Cygnus Empress ring. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't got it, but so nice.
That title's nice, 15%.
Yeah.
EXP. For those that are still flexing EXP flames, hopefully you change your flames.
Yeah.
Anniversary emblem, like the little effect is nice. I'm never gonna main it, but I just like Sakura petals.
Nice to have it. Yeah. There's the bamboo sword. Pretty simple. Yeah. So these are orders of rents. I mean, just typical. Don't really look at it too much. They're not very hard.
They're just like reskin events most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's really pretty much just all about the rewards. Here, nothing special here. Oh, this is Mr. Kim. Make sure you go to Mr. Kim's. This is that first one you're talking about, I think.
Yeah, gotta love the Tobin here.
Yep, just coins. So the shop. Let's see what stands on this first one. Nothing crazy. Nodes are always nice in the first row, especially, or the first box. Shield scrolls, take advantage of those. And then I
don't know if there's monster collection stones. The one that, there is Monster Bloom. Okay.
Monster Bloom, yeah.
That's our only hope at completing the monster collection because the drop rate is so horrendous.
Yeah. But it's nice. Like they got 100% unique scrolls, just 100% stuff. I think honestly, looking back on this, like Exalt fail 100%, pretty insane. Even these
that I hadn't seen.
Yeah,
it's nice. At least we got something.
Yeah, like at least there's a lot of events, a lot of things to choose from. People complain about event packages, event shops being outdated. We didn't get Radiant Exalts on this one, but 100% doesn't come around very often. I'll take it. Anything without RNG, any without luck, like I'm not gonna complain. Right?
I agree. Usually the only time we get Exalt reduction scrolls 100% is the meal event, and we got to do like 55-day attendance to try and get that scroll. So getting that during an event is a godsend.
Yeah, we got to give them, a little bit of credit here. These, at least they're, these are nice. A lot of options, a lot of coins to accumulate, a lot of dailies, but they give us even a lot of fashion stuff too. So a little bit of stuff, something for everybody. This one I think I have to look at this, but this is just straight open from open from the beginning, Mezzo shop. So I might have to look at those damage skins.
Oh yeah, I haven't checked that out.
Chairs, fashion, right? Got the primo limo over here.
I don't know what the style at the bottom is. The Tranquil Sage set. Is that like a royal that's going to be coming out? Or
I don't know. What does that say?
Can I be sure?
I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, you were mentioning before. Okay.
So it looks like it's from this coin shop, Mangong. So Mangong is this last tier. So, yeah, that's what it looks like. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice event, especially if you're into Fashion Story. There's a lot to choose from, and kind of looks like a really fun character. And if you complete the growth missions that you're looking at right now, once Lady Blair comes out, we're going to be able to transfer over, the chair.
Yeah.
I really want that fox chair. And the mount is a horsey. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan like that, like Mr. Paladin, but horses are nice.
Doesn't match my look.
It does match it. But you were touching on asking what I was hoping for the 5th anniversary. I'm so used to not getting anything so overboard that I'm so happy with what we got. Like I said, I just say Radiant Exo stones only because we haven't gotten them in years. Yeah. It's not because I was expecting them to come out. It would have been something nice to have. But I mean, if I was thinking of something else that we didn't get, I mean, there really isn't. Like you mentioned, we got reduction scrolls that are guaranteed, exalt stones that are guaranteed, unique potential scrolls. Like we got a lot of guaranteed stuff, high percentage emblem, change emblem scrolls. So like, at least we got something.
Yeah, yeah. You can't argue with good event shops. You know, that's all free, right? Just play the game, do your dailies, and you'll be rewarded. And less RNG, the better, right? Yeah, especially if you think about V3 as part of the anniversary, like anniversary, V3, new class, great event shop, fashion, max damage cap, right? We were hoping and praying for Damien changes, but that's kind of, next month.
That would have been a nice change. If anything, I guess maybe moving forward, what I would like to see or love to see is what PC Maple gets, like during like milestone celebrations. They'll log in and get like a little gift box with like, 500 nodes. I don't know what event's coming out right now, but they're getting 1,200 nodes.
Wow.
I'm not expecting 1,200 nodes logging in for, 5-year anniversary, but it'd be nice to log into like a ridiculous like amount of like 100 nodes,
Yeah.
250 power elixirs that don't expire, stuff that people need to use. That would be really like, hey, 5 years, congrats. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think makes sense, right? Just kind of like no one's going to complain about free stuff, right? No one's going to complain about logging in. Like it doesn't have to be the greatest thing in the world, but something useful, something for everybody.
I'm just thankful we get something, At the end of the day, they're updating the game frequently, consistently, and we're always getting something, even if some events are like, rehashed, reskinned, like at least we're getting something. There's games that are not getting updated or looked at as much. And according to the director of Nexon or Maplestory, they want to see us all the way to 10-year anniversary. So at least we got 5 more years of content and to farm more goodies.
Straight to 10 years. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, all in all, like I keep going back and trying to like think like, positively, like just every patch, every update this year has been insane. Like if, can't really think of anything that really dropped the ball where they kind of blundered in a sense. Like it's happy, right? I feel like they're like,
I agree. They had a lot of stuff, a lot of events. They would have dropped the ball of me if they didn't release a new job and they didn't release all this Mugong aesthetic events and stuff like that. At least they included something. They included this Sunshine Point event, which, we're all taking a breather from the Star Moon Fragment event.
And then the one before that was also
the $800 player card.
But you know what I like? I saw that these are tradable. I think the previous one, the skin and something else at the end wasn't tradable.
Wasn't? Okay.
Before Moon Fragment.
That's good to know that you could sell it.
The first one with this background.
Yeah.
Yeah. That like these last 2 items, the skin and something else wasn't tradable.
Touching on that mount, when I logged in today and checked it, I'm glad it wasn't a flying dragon because I would have wanted to get it. Since it's a horsey, like I'm okay not having it.
Yeah.
If I get it by accident by spending too much, I'll see if I use it or not. But if it was a flying dragon, man, take my money. But I'm good with my lightning tiger. Between this podcast and the last, I already got the lightning tiger. I want to take a breather.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, man. Shout out to Hunter actually. Kilo. It's like his lightning mode, but on the mount.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I swear the first thing I did when I logged in was check out this to see what it looked like. And then that damage skin, the unit skin, it's like the party one.
The damage skin looks nice because it's like the default skin, but it looks prettier. You know,
it's a cleaner,
and it's a unit damage skin, so it's even cleaner.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how far we get on that if we do it at all. You know, we don't talk about it. But
passive.
Yeah, crazy. 80. I didn't realize it was like 60,000.
I didn't know either. I thought it stopped at 40.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's see that type of stuff. I wish it was guaranteed. If you're earning 60,000 shards.
Yeah.
Like, imagine getting that scroll and failing it.
Yeah. True, but like that's the game. People love that.
And that's what we're playing. That's what we signed up for. That's what we're honestly playing. We're all gaming addicts. We love this.
Yeah, you're right. Let's let's not get to that 8,000. Just telling myself right now. Let's just not get that. Let's just not get there, and we'll just move on.
I'll hold you to it. By the end of this event, we better see a screenshot of how many points you have.
Dude. Yeah, let's not.
Mega burning. I wish it could have been your choice.
Yeah,
but it's okay. It's okay. At least we got something again. You know, burning to 140 and then mega burning to Kana. So everyone that's re-rolling is able to get back on the horse and just grind from 200 onwards to get level up their nodes and stuff like that. It's very important. Yeah. I know a lot of people wish we would have gotten Lady Blair so they could have done a full re-roll, but we already know we're going to get Blair eventually. It sucks. People are not going to be able to change their gear immediately, like their petite pets and stuff, but just hold on. It's going to come. It's around the corner, hopefully. Yeah. You get to enjoy the gains later, not now.
Yeah. We got to make sure you know that this is only for Kana. I was kind of bummed. I was hoping to get my Sia to level 200, but maybe get this guy, get her going up there. Yeah, that's about it. Let's see what else there is. I like this.
It's very good EXP.
Yeah, it's always good EXP.
Whoever's watching and doesn't like doing these growth events, shared EXP, I recommend you getting as high level as you can because it's a lot of EXP both for the Kana and for your main. Yeah, it's just very good EXP.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better. These are nice. Just leveling, right? Burning event, use it. If you're not going to AB, just do your dailies. You can get there. Free stuff, whale stuff, treasure boxes.
Yeah, treasure box. I thought our guildie got a secondary. She didn't. I dyslexic with colors apparently and items. Yeah, but at least she got a legendary. And the Kana pulls.
This is what it's about. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fire.
I already pulled the sword. I already pulled the cape.
Dude.
I would love the android, but I'm not going to keep pulling for it, but that would be nice.
The skins are nothing crazy, but yeah, like I'm a fan of like these androids. This I actually like this fan right here, this weapon.
The fan, yeah.
And then the cape and then the swords. Yeah, you'll kind of see.
Even the cape. I'm actually really happy about the earrings as well.
Oh, yeah.
We finally got new earrings, something we don't really get new of. It doesn't really go with my look right now, but in the future, like the fairway earrings, then I definitely want to use. The bell earrings, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
The white tattoo, it's hard to see depending on your haircut. The little white horns, those are cute as well. I mean, all of them are good. I'm not a fan of like dresses like that for my character, but maybe my android in the future. Really good. Really good.
Yeah. I was watching One Piece, like I was telling you, and the three swords, the two swords in this. I was like, dang, just right in my alley. Gotta go.
And some of these items are giving me like PC Maple vibes. Like, it's like, we're there. We're finally getting like items that I've seen years ago that look really cool. And like, I wish we had them. We're finally getting some items here and there, which is nice. Adding to the collection. Yeah.
A lot of great choices in there. For sure. I'm sure a lot of people will be pulling the same way.
We got mannequins. Everyone's been asking daily. Day 253 mannequins, please. We need more. We finally got it. We didn't get more slots for them, but if you needed to get actual mannequins, now's your chance. You got 30 days.
you need crystals, growth packages. That's the way to do it. Best bang for your buck. Especially
I don't know what dictates when you can buy double packages or not. Because sometimes when a character event comes out, you can only buy from level 5 to 100 one package. I was able to buy 2 packages this time, like the Kana one and then just the new character one. So I don't know what.
They usually do that with new characters. Like they have one just for Kana, for your Kana, and then the other one is like if you want to do an alt. But
and those crystals are going straight to Fashion Store, baby.
Yeah.
Because I already filled my necros.
Already went there. Oof. Oh yeah. Already went to Fashion for me.
Bug fixes.
Other improvements, maximum nodes, 200. Nice.
Oh, okay. That's a nice quality of life. Having 99 to max was pretty annoying when you were opening a lot of nodes.
Yeah.
So 200 is nice.
Yeah. There's a lot of Sia stuff in here. Amount of red mezzos acquired in these places increased. Cool.
When you die in a quest field, auto revive or forfeit quest will be available for a short time. That's also interesting.
Yeah. Limited time items, expired pets have been sorted. Expired items will now show the red expired icon in the inventory. That's nice because you always have to go click on the time sensitive stuff.
Open up the stack to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Sia stuff. Maybe more quality of life for them. Other than that, I think that was it. There's a lot of Sia stuff in here. You guys can read this. I'm sure you guys have, but nothing Damien related. That's what I was looking for. Honestly.
No,
they just said, "Oh, it was a bug."
I feel like in 3 updates we'll get some sort of rebalance for Damien.
Yeah.
I think they want us to focus on not hyper leveling super fast on our mains, taking it slow, and working on our Legion.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop people from doing it anyways, but I'm saying I don't think Nexon wants us to be there right now, this very moment, unfortunately.
I'll be shocked if anyone clears it in this current meta, to be honest. We're going to scale, like we've talked about it, we're probably going to scale back on our
times of practices to once a week. Yeah, we've hit a wall.
Banging our heads against a wall. So
it's just hard, when KMSM has 450k HP and the ticks are the same and we have 160, it doesn't add up.
Yeah.
The math is there. We just don't have enough HP.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people, that are practicing Damien now are worried about the dash, right? 190k. And that's like the first.
That's something that they're actually still dodging in KMSM, even though they have 450.
Yeah.
It's the orbs, man.
It's not, yeah.
I mean, obviously the damage, but the orbs is what kills it. You can't focus on.
We haven't even got to the final stage where it ticks 50, right? Like 3 orbs tick on you, like they stack on you, you're going to one-shot it. So it's like, there's no point in us really. Like we've mechanically got there. We're happy with how we got. We've done a lot of things.
But it's also, it sucks, but it's also nice. We've reached the point where we fleshed out all the details and we're like, listen, something needs to change, either you can do alters iframed, less ticks, something has to change. It's just not clearable right now.
Yeah. So, it's funny. It's not even damage. Like you can't even test damage really to see, but, either way, anything else you want to talk about anniversary that we didn't talk about?
No, I think we touched on pretty much everything. My main focus, like always, is sound like a broken record, but it's Fashion Story, baby.
Yeah,
it's all about that. And I'm honestly, Kana was a big surprise because it's not a class I was expecting to get at all.
Yeah,
especially not anytime soon. I'm bummed about Adele just because one of our guildie has been waiting since he started playing Maple.
Yeah.
Hopefully that comes next. Or
he'll be fine.
The next couple, but he'll be fine.
Yeah.
But Con, I'm excited for all the ones that re-rolled and to see their potential. It looks like a really cool class for sure.
It's exciting to see that, one of our guildies did re-roll, right? So that's like, so we're
going to have hands-on with our eyes, seeing what happens.
Yeah. But all right. Thanks again. Hopping on 2 weeks in a row.
Thank you for having me again. Next one, I'll start charging. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Guys, don't forget to hit the sub button and the like button so our boy can hit to 1,000 likes or subscribers. Have a good night.
Appreciate it. See ya.
Thank you.